This meeting will come to order. Please be seated. The secretary will read their minutes.
The regular monthly meeting of the Novi High School HOSA was held on November 2nd, 2021 at the JW Marriott in Novi, the president being in chair and the secretary being present. The treasurer's report was presented. The report of the fundraising committee was received and placed on file. Mr. Setti moved that the number of ambulances in Oakland County be increased by 30%. The motion carried. The president asked the fundraising committee to consider fundraising options for COVID research and bring a report to the next meeting. The meeting adjourned at 6 p.m. Report of the treasurer of the Oakland County Medical Health Board of the Year states the balance on hand, January 1st, 2021, was a total of $1,750. This includes receipts and disbursements. This yields a balance on hand, October 3rd, 2021, with a total of $1,420.
Are there any corrections to the minutes? If there are no corrections, the minutes are approved as read. May we have the treasurer's report?
Report of the treasurer of the Oakland County Medical Health Board of the Year states the balance on hand January 1st, 2021 was a total of $1,750. This includes receipts and disbursements. This yields a balance on hand November 2nd, 2021 to a total of $1,310.
Are there any questions? The treasurer's report will be filed for audit. Does the fundraising committee have a report?
The fundraising committee wishes to report that recent studies state that 800,000 people have died from COVID-19. In order to decrease the mortality rate of this virus, more funding is needed for better adequate research. Anna Fonda, chairman, on behalf of the fundraising committee, therefore suggests the adoption of the following motion: that the Novi HOSA chapter holds a fundraiser to raise $5,000 for COVID-19 research.
It was moved by Ms. Fonda on behalf of the fundraising committee that the Novi HOSA chapter holds a fundraiser to raise $5,000 for COVID research. Is there any objection to the adoption of the resolution just read? The chair hears no objection and the resolution is adopted. The Novi HOSA chapter will hold a fundraiser to raise $5,000 for COVID research. Under unfinished business, the first item of business is related to the increase in the number of ambulances, which was pending when the last meeting adjourned. The committee to which was referred the pending motion on increasing the number of ambulances in Oakland County recommends its adoption. The question is on the adoption of the following resolution. Resolved that the number of ambulances in Oakland County be increased by 30%. Does the maker wish to speak to the resolution?
A rapid increase in population due to a recent unexpected housing boom has accelerated the need for additional emergency services.
Madam President,
Mr. Rizul.
according to our most recent treasurer's report, our budget will not accommodate for an increased amount of ambulances in Oakland County.
Madam President,
Mr. Setti.
although our funds may be insufficient, the increasing crime rate has left our citizens vulnerable, creating a need for immediate responses to emergency situations.
Is there any further debate? The question is on the adoption of the following resolution. Resolved that the number of ambulances in Oakland County be increased by 30%. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose, please say no.
No.
The ayes have it and the motion carries. We will increase the number of ambulances in Oakland County by 30%. Since there are no more items under unfinished business, the next item of business is new business. Is there any new business?
Madam President,
Mr. Rizul.
I move that the HOSA chapter purchases a copy of Robert's Rules of Order newly revised in brief for each member.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that the HOSA chapter purchases a copy of Robert's Rule of Orderly, New Revised, and Brief for each member.
Purchasing copies of R1R for each member will ensure that every individual understands the complex and fundamental principles of parliamentary procedure.
Madam President,
Ms. Fonda.
I move that we strike out the words Novi chapter and insert the words Michigan HOSA.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we strike out the words Novi HOSA chapter and insert the words Michigan HOSA. The main motion will now read that the Michigan HOSA purchases a copy of Robert's Rule of Orderly, New Revised, and Brief for each member. Is there any discussion?
Michigan HOSA is better funded and has the money and supplies to fundraise for the HOSA chapters.
Madam President,
Mr. Setti.
there are over 30 chapters in Michigan HOSA, making it very difficult to fundraise each individual chapter. It would take an irrational amount of resources and time in order for everyone to receive textbooks before regionals.
Madam President,
Mr. Rizul.
with the large and efficient Michigan HOSA officer team, they would be able to distribute textbooks in time for regionals on December 9th.
Madam President,
Ms. Fonda.
I move the previous question.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to order the previous question. The previous question reads that we strike out the words HOSA chapter and insert the words Michigan HOSA. Ordering the previous question will cut off all debate. All those in favor of ordering the previous question will rise. All those, please be seated. All those who oppose will rise. Please be seated. There are more than 2/3 in the affirmative, and the previous question is ordered. The question is on the adoption of the motion to strike out the words HOSA chapter and insert the words Michigan HOSA. The motion will read that Michigan HOSA purchases a copy of Robert's Rule of Orderly, New Revised, and Brief for each member. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose, please say no.
No.
The noes have it and the amendment is lost. The main motion now reads that the HOSA chapter purchases a copy of Robert's Rule of Orderly, New Revised, and Brief for each member. Is there any further discussion on the main motion?
Madam President,
Ms. Fonda.
I move that we strike out the word member and insert the words parliamentary procedure competitors.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we strike out the words member and insert the words parliamentary procedure competitors. The motion now reads that the HOSA chapter purchases a copy of Robert's Rule of Orderly, New Revised, and Brief for parliamentary procedure competitors.
To begin with, the wording of our main motion is not specific enough. Changing the wording will be more efficient because we already know from previous experience that parliamentary procedure competitors will benefit from the textbooks.
Madam President,
Mr. Rizul.
in addition to what Ms. Fonda stated, we should refer the pending motion to the Treasury Committee to see if we have proper financial resources to purchase textbooks for our entire HOSA chapter.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to refer the pending motion to the Treasury Committee. Would the Treasurer like to speak to the motion?
No, I currently don't have enough information to make an adequate assessment.
Are you ready for the question? The question is on the adoption of the motion to refer the pending motion to the Treasury Committee. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose, please say no.
No.
The ayes have it, and the motion is adopted. The pending motion stating that the HOSA chapter purchased a copy of Robert's Rule of Orderly, New Revised, and Brief for parliamentary procedure competitors will be referred to the Treasury Committee. The question is back on the main motion for the HOSA chapter to purchase a copy of Robert's Rule of Orderly, New Revised.
Madam President,
Ms. Fonda.
I move that we go to recess for 20 minutes to give the treasurer time to assess if we have enough money for the pending motion.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to recess for 20 minutes. Are you ready for the question? The question is on the motion to recess for 20 minutes. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose, please say no.
No.
The noes have it and the motion is lost. Debate is still on the pending main motion.
Madam President,
Mr. Rizul.
I move to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we adjourn this meeting. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose, please say no. The ayes have it and this meeting is adjourned.